Great news for visitors to Thailand, as the kingdom will drop COVID arrival screening starting October the 1st. That means no need to show a vaccine certificate or a negative test. Meanwhile, more heavy rain is in for today's forecast for 62 of Thailand's provinces. All this and much more coming up in today's program.
Thailand News Today is brought to you by 5-Star Marine.
You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, visitors to Thailand will soon be free from showing a COVID vaccination or test certificate starting October 1st. The changes were announced by Public Health Minister Anutin Charnvirakul after a meeting with the National Communicable Disease Committee today. In that meeting, it was also deemed to be unnecessary for people with mild or no symptoms of the virus to enter isolation. Anutin says the committee decided to redefine COVID as a communicable disease under surveillance. New measures will be adopted, such as advising infected people to continue to use face masks and increasing hand washing and social distancing for 5 days. After 5 days, the restriction that would normally require a COVID test has been lifted as well. The move comes as the Department of Disease Control Deputy Director General concluded that current coronavirus symptoms are not appearing to be severe, with many infected people displaying only cold-like symptoms. The Thai government has been planning to move to a post-pandemic era for some time, with health officials describing the situation as more of an endemic rather than a pandemic. Just 2 days ago, the cabinet removed the virus from a list of forbidden diseases among foreign visitors, essentially allowing foreigners to enter the kingdom even if they are infected with the virus. More heavy rain is in for today's forecast for 62 of Thailand's provinces. The meteorological department has warned residents in these provinces, which include Bangkok, to brace for torrential rain. According to the forecast, a monsoon trough is moving its way down the lower northern region of the country and the upper central plains over the next day. A moderate southwesterly monsoon is present over the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea. The department warned people in those regions to adjust plans accordingly due to expected heavy rain, forest runoffs, and flash flooding. It says the areas along foothills, near waterways, and lowlands are especially concerned. About 60% of the north is expected to see heavy rain and thunderstorms, while the northeast, central plains, and southwest regions are expected to see 70%. 80% of the eastern area is expected to see the same conditions. The department warned that strong winds can produce waves of up to 2 meters in the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea.
Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAA-FX?
What is AAA-FX?
Good question. Look no further than AAA-FX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods, including crypto, with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAA-FX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com.
Another tragic fire broke out in Thailand, this time in the eastern Chonburi province in the main city district. The blaze hit 3 houses on Wednesday, killing a 52-year-old man named Suriya Imsawat, who was reportedly disabled. His 2 dogs also died as they were chained in the house and could not escape. A city district chief said that gusty winds helped spread the fire on the narrow street. This, he said, was compounded by cars parked on both sides of the street, blocking access to fire trucks. 7 fire trucks from the city district and surrounding district arrived on the scene. They spent an hour putting out the blaze. There have been a few fires in Chonburi in recent months. Earlier this month, an elderly monk was tragically killed in a fire that destroyed a temple in the Sirasha district. Meanwhile, 23 people have died from the horrific fire that consumed the Mountain Bee pub in Sattahip, Chonburi on August the 5th. An ongoing row over passengers between motorcycle taxi riders and app-based riders erupted into a brawl on Sunday on Soi Ratchada 18 in Bangkok. The first fight started last Sunday, where one motorcycle taxi recorded a video of the incident, which was later circulated on Thai social media. In the video, an app-based rider is seen waiting for his passenger in front of a condominium. He is then approached by a motorcycle taxi rider who threatened him and told him to avoid the area. They then shouted at each other before exchanging punches. Another man from a motorcycle taxi group went to assist his friend in attacking the app-based rider. They finally stopped when someone shouted police, but the story did not end that day. The app-based rider came back the following day with about 10 friends and attacked the motorcycle taxi rider, later identified as 57-year-old Saksit. Saksit's left arm and right leg were cut, and he suffered other wounds and bruises to his body after being attacked by a knife and a baseball bat. He said he had to flee into the forest to save his life. Another motorcycle taxi rider, 25-year-old Saharat, who tried to intervene, was attacked as well. Saharat reveals he was eventually saved by a pack of barking dogs and some other motorcycle taxis who chased the men away. Saksit and Saharat filed complaints at Surisan police station and gave statements this morning. The identities of the app-based rider and his friends have not been reported as the investigation continues. Former Burmese beauty queen Han Lei has been denied asylum to Thailand after speaking out against the Myanmar military. 23-year-old Han Lei, winner of Miss Grand Myanmar in 2020, is allegedly being targeted by the Myanmar ruling military junta after a speech she made during the pageant's finale in Bangkok. In that speech, she spoke out against the junta and urged it to stop using violence against its own people. The junta then issued a warrant for her arrest after the competition ended, but the model stayed in Thailand. After going to Vietnam for a period of time, the model then tried to come back to Thailand and was denied at the Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok. Official reports of her status are still unclear, as some sources say her passport was revoked by the junta. Immigration Bureau Deputy Chief Ashiyanon Graitong claims an immigration officer spotted an irregularity on her passport. That irregularity could either be that she had no passport in her possession or that the junta had revoked it and the system caught it when it was scanned. Ashiyanon says she was then denied entry based on violation of Section 12 of the Immigration Act of 1979. Ashiyanon said she will be sent back to the country where her flight originated, or she can fly to an alternative destination subject to approval by the airline she flew with. According to a Facebook account called Natty in Myanmar, the model had already sought asylum with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Thailand. Miss Grand International pageant founder Nawat Isara Graisin, who also represents Han Lei, says she was stopped on arrival from Vietnam due to being the subject of an Interpol notice. But that statement has not been confirmed. He said she does not want to go anywhere else. She wants to live in Thailand. She's waiting for a solution on how she can stay here. An art exhibition by the controversial British street artist Banksy is coming to the Museum of Contemporary Art in Bangkok next month. Under the banner of The Art of Banksy Without Limits, the exhibit will display over 150 works by the anarchic graffiti artist on October the 26th until the end of the year. The exhibit will showcase a number of authentic pieces, including photographs, prints, sculptures, and multimedia expositions. The exhibit will showcase a number of authentic pieces, including photographs, prints, sculptures, and multimedia exhibitions using video mapping modes. Banksy's artwork takes a number of forms. It's satirical, subversive, and political, which manages to combine a distinctive stenciling technique with black humor and biting political and social commentary. Banksy once characterized graffiti as a form of underclass revenge or guerrilla warfare that allows an individual to snatch away power, territory, and glory from a bigger and better equipped enemy. And that's all for our report. The show will be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Thai time. Meanwhile, hope you have a wonderful weekend as you are now up to date on the Thaiger.